Hello students, welcome back to business statistics class. So today we'll be solving last set of binomial distribution problems. So we'll start with the 12th problem. The question is, four fair dice are thrown. If x denotes the number of dice showing multiples of 3, find the mean and the variance of x. Also find the probability that at least one of the dice shows a multiple of 3. So in this question they have given what is the random variable x. So it denotes the number of dice showing multiples of 3. So when you throw a die, the possibility of getting a multiple 3 is either 3 or 6. So there are only two possibilities. So this we had seen in the last semester in classes of probability. So when you throw a dice, what is the probability of getting a multiple of 3? It was number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So total number of outcome is 6. So the favorable outcomes will be 2. Therefore the probability will be 2 by 6 or 1 by 3. The same concept we are using here to get our parameter p. So here the parameter p is nothing but probability that the throw results in the multiple of 3, which is 2 by 6 or 1 by 3. If they had given x denotes the number of dice showing multiples of 2, then p would be probability that throw results in multiple of 2. So when you throw a dice, the possibility of getting a multiple of 2 is either 2, 4 or 6. There are 3 possibilities. Therefore it would be 3 by 6 or 1 by 2. So I hope you remember those concepts. So now how many dice are thrown? 4. Therefore that is your n. Therefore x follows binomial distribution with parameters 4 and p as 1 by 3. So we can write the PMF. Here you can see the question they have not given p. We have found out the parameter p. So the PMF is p of x is equal to 4cx 1 by 3 raised to x into 2 by 3 raised to 4 minus x, and x takes the values 0 to 4. So they have asked to find out mean. So we know mean is n into p. So here we are taking for random variables, therefore mean is always denoted as expectation of x or e of x. So e of x is n into p. This I had discussed in the very second class of binomial distribution. So we had seen in properties the mean is n into p. So we know what is n, we know what is p, we will substitute. N is 4 and p is 1 by 3. Therefore it is 4 by 3 or 1.33. So one question is done. Then they have asked to find out the variance. So variance is NPQ. So we know all the terms. N is 4, P is 1 by 3, Q is 2 by 3. Therefore it will be 8 by 9 or approximately 0.89. So variance is done. If they had asked standard deviation, then it would be square root of variance, that is square root of 0.89. So you can see there was one property, that is mean is always greater than variance. You can see here 1.33 is obviously greater than 0.89. That property holds. So then they have asked to find the probability at least one of the dice shows a multiple of 3. Therefore it is p of x is greater than or equal to 1, or else 1 minus p of x is less than 1, which is 1 minus p of 0. So in place of x substitute 0 and simplify, you will get the probability as 0.802. So the 13th problem is, this can be asked for 2 marks. Find the mean, variance and standard deviation of binomial distribution whose parameters are n equal to 7 and p equal to 0.1. So if they have not mentioned n or p, they have directly given with parameters 7 and 0.1, then it is understood p always lies between 0 and 1. It can't take value 7. Therefore 7 is your n and p is 0.1. So remember this. So they have asked to find mean. So mean is nothing but n into p. So n is 7, p is 0.1, therefore mean is 0.7. So variance is npq. So 7 into 0.1 into q is 1 minus p, so it will be 0.9. Therefore variance is 0.63. So again you can see mean is greater than variance. Along with this, they have asked to find out standard deviation. So standard deviation is square root of variance, which is square root of npq. So we have found npq, which is 0.63. Therefore square root of 0.63 is 0.7937. So 14th problem is mean of a binomial distribution is 6. The standard deviation is square root of 2. Find n and p. Or else they can give find the parameters of binomial distribution, which is understood n and p. So in this question they have given mean, that is n into p is equal to 6, and they have given standard deviation, that is square root of variance or square root of npq, which is square root of 2. So when standard deviation is given, then we can find out variance. So here I have written how to find out variance. So we know standard deviation is square root of variance. To get variance, we have to square it with 2 on both the sides. So just square root and square will get cancelled. So we will be remaining with variance. Therefore variance is square of standard deviation, and standard deviation is square root of variance. So remember this one rule, then you can find out the other one. So therefore variance is nothing but square of standard deviation. So variance will be square root of 2 whole raised to 2. So this 2 and square root will get cancelled. Therefore we got variance as 2. So now we have mean and variance. So we can find the parameters. So what we have to do is we have to divide variance by mean. So variance by mean is equal to, what is variance formula? It is npq. For mean it is n into p. So here you can see n and n will get cancelled, p and p will get cancelled. So you are remaining with q. So substitute the value for variance. For variance we got 2. For mean we have the question, which is 6. Therefore 1 by 3. Hence q is 1 by 3. So we can see using variance and mean we can find out one unknown quantity, that is q, which is 1 by 3. So once you get q, then it is very easy to get p, because we know there is one formula, p is equal to 1 minus q. So substitute, therefore p will be 1 minus 1 by 3, which is 2 by 3. Therefore we have found one parameter, that is p is equal to 2 by 3. Now we can find out n easily. Either you can substitute it in variance, because we have p, we have q, and we can find out n, or else it is very easy if you substitute in mean. So we know n into p is equal to 6. So we know p as 2 by 3. Therefore n will be 6 into 3 by 2, which is 9. Therefore we have found the parameters of binomial distribution using mean and standard deviation, which is 9 and 2 by 3. So the last problem is, in a binomial distribution the mean is 6 and the variance is 1.5. Then find probability of x equal to 2 and probability of x is less than or equal to 2. So here again mean is given, which is n into p is equal to 6. Variance is given as 1.5. In earlier problem they had given standard deviation. Here they have directly given variance. There from standard deviation we had obtained variance. Here they have directly given variance as 1.5. So again the same steps. First we will find q, then p, and then n. So to get q, what we have to do? We have to take variance by mean. So both n and p's will get cancelled. So you will be remaining with q. So 1.5 divided by 6 is 0.25. Therefore p will be 1 minus 0.25, which is 0.75. Then mean will be n into p is equal to 6. Substitute what is p. Therefore n we got it as 8. So we got both the parameters n and p. Now we can substitute in the PMF of binomial distribution, that is 8cx 0.75 raised to x into 0.25 raised to 8 minus x, and x takes the values from 0 to 8. So they have asked to find probability of x equal to 2. So in place of x, substitute 2 and simplify. You will get the answer as 0.003845. Then they have asked probability of x is less than or equal to 2 or at most 2. So it is p of 0 plus p of 1 plus p of 2. So simplify this, you will get the answer as 0.004227. So with these 15 problems, we'll end up binomial distribution. There are many other problems, but the method remains the same. All you have to remember is the PMF of binomial distribution, what is mean, what is variance, and how to calculate the given probabilities. So even though we'll solve 100 problems, there will be 101th problem with some different question with a similar solution. So practice these problems and refer textbooks for some more problems. So try all those. In the next class, we'll begin with the next part of first unit, that is Poisson distribution. So that's it for today's class. Thank you.